Welcome to the Austin LGBT Chamber of Commerce podcast. I'm Tina Cannon, your host and CEO of the Chamber. On today's pod, we're going to talk about local business headlines. Austin Energy is aiming to spur solar projects up on commercial buildings. What's that all about? Why holiday office parties are making a comeback this year, and lawmakers are making laws. 2025 ledge is coming up. Welcome to the Austin LGBT Chamber Podcast. Amy, Colton, what's the haps? Welcome.
Hello.
Hi. Hey.
We're tired today.
Fire the audience. We're good.
Yeah,
We don't need you.
They're very excited.
How's everybody doing? Fun times? Y'all go see shows lately?
Yes. We went and saw Jinx Monsoon and Ben de la Creme at the Long Center.
It was so funny.
It was very funny
They're so inappropriate.
and weird.
I would 100% go see it again if they were still here.
Same. We'll have to go next year because
Yeah.
they change it every time.
Okay.
So it's like a new show that's goofy.
This
and
one was
weird.
like a spoof of the Nutcracker, which I kind of loved because, well, my nieces are in the Nutcracker. You were in the Nutcracker.
I was in the Nutcracker.
So,
Yes.
we had a great time.
It was fun.
I had too much to drink.
That happens.
Yeah.
I just got back from Orlando, not to see Disney. Orlando.
We can't help it. Every time we hear Orlando, Colton, I think of the Book of Mormon.
Oh, I was
Orlando,
like, what just happened?
I love you. Oh God.
Yeah, it was not like that. I wish it would have been more exciting. I mean, it was an intercity trip with the General Market Chamber of Commerce and a bunch of business leaders, community leaders, et cetera, et cetera. Kind of like the one we did in Ireland, but ours was way cooler. But it was not. I guess in the side of Orlando, I didn't expect to see.
Yeah.
We didn't see a single mouse ear the entire time we were there.
Really?
Yeah, it was very much about like what's business and industry look like. What are they doing? It's a lot of sprawl. They don't have like. It's a nice town, but it's no Austin.
Okay, so like, what's the scoop on Orlando though? Because like Disney's got to be their biggest generator.
20% of their economic impact in the city of Orlando is coming from amusement parks collectively.
20%. That's it?
That's it.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they did have a beautiful performing arts center, absolutely stunning.
Okay.
But they've got a few tech companies. We went and toured and got a tour of an autonomous bus shuttle thing that doesn't have a steering wheel in it.
Excuse me? On the road?
No.
Oh.
Although they are on the road, but they just didn't have any on the road for us to try out. And they're in several cities around the country. They're in like Jerusalem and a couple of big countries that they're really trying to learn how to navigate. Yeah, no steering wheel.
No steering wheel. So if you have to like manually move it somewhere, is there remote control? How do you move it?
Yeah, there's a guy outside with like a little RC controller.
Yeah, I love this. Can I get that job? I'm leaving. Like what?
It's like getting into an elevator and then it just keeps moving left to right.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Like a trolley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really take turns.
It takes turns. It drives like a car does. It just doesn't have a driver. So it's learn the road, and then there's like a master control
That's
center.
so weird.
Where there's
I
some like
hate it.
19-year-old kid, I'm sure, like monitoring the monitors.
Okay. I mean, this is like those driverless Ubers where
But at least you have a steering wheel that you could reach over pedals.
Very aggressive turns. Mm-hmm. Like, because AI doesn't feel it. In the feelings. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it was. It was interesting. I mean, but outside of that, like they're crushing it on tourism. Their airport has 3.5 times the volume that our airport does. So they're pushing about 70 million passengers through their airport every year. And it didn't feel crowded. It was big. It was huge. They had tons of gates.
Yeah.
The airport director from Austin was on the trip with us. So
I can't really remember the Orlando airport because I went to Disney earlier this year.
it's got a very 80s vibe to it.
Yeah.
Lots of rounded corners.
I
can't
say it's
remember
like
it either.
not very memorable.
No.
Not like the Vegas airport.
Palm
Holy
Springs
hell.
Airport.
Oh my.
Memorable.
That is the worst airport in the country. I can't.
Very minimal.
Oh my God, you sent me. They sent me outside to use the women's restroom.
Oh. Only the finest bushes in Palm Springs.
It nearly came to that. It really nearly came to that. They're like, oh, there's women here?
Yeah.
In Palm Springs? Oh, we didn't know that.
No.
What are you doing here?
gay
Are you
men.
lost? Yeah.
90% gay
Are
men.
you here to purchase a caftan and then leave?
8% retired game show hosts. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Let's take a look at the headlines. Austin Energy is looking to spur on solar projects on top of commercial properties. So more solar arrays could spring up around town throughout the city over the next year as AE rolls out a new program to incentivize the property owner to deploy them under the new program called Solar Standard Offer. Bad name. AE will provide payments to solar projects installed on properties in or near Austin. And it'll go directly to the property owner. The folks over at AE said the program is meant to encourage solar development on commercial tenant-filled properties. In the past, owners of these properties didn't have a financial incentive to develop solar because the benefits were only seen by the tenants when they paid their electric bills. But now the bucks go right to the boys who are running the building.
Okay.
Big boy building. I can't do it.
Yep. What? Beach blonde?
Yep.
Is that weird?
That's what I was trying to do.
Oh.
Yep.
Beach blonde, big boy buildings.
There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Winner, winner.
Bam.
Wow, wow, wow. But yeah, I think it's great. I think it's long overdue for the incentive to go to where it's actually going to do the best work, more so than the average leasee. It's going to go right to the building owner,
Okay.
the one who's going to lay out the cost for it.
I have a lot of questions.
And I don't know. Me too.
We're
I'm like,
struggling.
it says that it's a lease payment. So they're leasing
So
the
they
solar
could.
equipment.
So let's say I own Tina's giant building downtown.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do it. But Colton's like, no, I own Colton's solar array. You can lease my rooftop from me and build your solar array and make money because you'll sell solar back into the grid. And then I will make money because you lease the rooftop from me and I don't have to mess with it.
Okay.
Or I can just put
Okay.
my own solar array up there and dip into both sides.
Okay. Interesting.
I just like saying solar array. I don't know if
thought
that's like
you
the
were
right
making
thing.
a joke about Colton's name.
Solo Ray.
Oh, can we please hyphenate your name, Colton Ray?
No.
Okay, fine.
Why does it need a hyphen?
I don't know. I just love it because you hate it. Hate a hyphen. Okay. So, yeah, love it. Great.
So one day you'll fly over Austin and you'll see all these solar panels on our buildings. It'd be great.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Why office holiday parties are making a comeback. More employees say that they will attend them this year, and not just for the free food. But to be clear, it's partly because of the free food. A new survey of employers found over 69% of their employees attended holiday parties last year, and 81% are planning on attending this year. About 92% of the companies plan to spend more on their parties this year than last, about $46 a head. Compared to last year, it was only like 43%. But not all group is thinking the same thing. While workers overall are the most influenced by the party and where it will be, the Gen Z folks, are most influenced by what the entertainment will be. 58% of the Gen Zers surveyed said that they look forward to clocking out early on the day of the party, far more than any other generation. I mean, no freaking duh.
Shocker.
The generation that got a ribbon for showing up doesn't even want to show up.
Come on.
I mean, I'm glad to see holiday parties back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, I hate a potluck, though.
Serious.
Oh, I'm scared of a potluck.
Some
I
green bean
just-
casserole made by
yeah.
like somebody's Aunt Alice.
You know, when you see, like, you talk about Barbara on this show a lot. Poor Barbara. Barbara with 10 cats, and they're like pictures, like framed pictures of her cats all over her desk, and I'm just like, I don't think I'm going to eat that mac and cheese, Barbara.
It's a no-go.
It's a no from me, dog.
The report also said, interestingly enough, though, that about half of the decision makers plan to have their parties during work hours, either lunchtime or through happy hour. What do you think? Like, what's cool?
That's kind of weird. So when I worked at the newspaper, we would have, like, the big holiday party would be in the evening at, like, boss's house.
How many employees?
You bring a +1.
Are we talking?
Like 40.
Okay.
Ish.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of printers back there.
I didn't realize it. Yeah, that's great.
But yeah, and then we would do, like, I don't know, we would have other little parties during lunch, and I kind of liked them. Like, if it was your birthday, they would, like,
Yeah.
kind of potlucky, gross, but they would, like, buy you a cake, and then it's like you have, like, a little lunch hour and a half party.
Are
and
we
then go
having
back
a
to work.
holiday party here?
No.
Oh.
It's on
called
December
happy hour.
7th. It's called the Queer Frontier.
Yes, of course. How could I forget?
But like, yeah, if you get invited to like like, do you expect the holiday party to be after hours? Or
Yes.
like, are you gonna go to a 3:00 holiday party?
I'm here for like a close early, like a shutdown early. So, because when I worked for Home Depot for 100 years, we begged them to close the store like 1 hour early so we could go home and get ready to go to the holiday party.
Right.
And it was always at some shitty restaurant that they could afford to feed, 200 employees. And we were allowed to bring a +1. So it was like a restaurant takeover. But it was fun. It was fun because, like, you banter or whatever in the break room. But then when you can have a few drinks with your coworkers, it's kind of like you get to know their families.
Right.
I think that's what I'm here for a holiday party is, like, if there is a +1 involved. I want to meet your
And
folk.
the Gen Zers apparently expect entertainment.
Get out.
Like, the entertainment is watching your coworker get hammered.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. Like,
We did used to do White Elephant, which was kind of cute.
I mean, I do like it. Like, of course I'm here for entertainment, but
Which I'm not going to be excited to stand there and listen to a band. I mean, I can do that anywhere. I want to, like, serve my time. Back in the day when I worked for a big company, right? I want to pop in, say hello, shake the hands, have the weird hors d'oeuvres, and then get the hell out.
Oh my God. I have seen some weird shit.
I kind of wonder if that's why, like, so many of these people are interested in having the event during the day.
So they can check
it's like,
out.
It's like, I don't want to, I feel like they're like, I don't want to spend any more time with you.
Right.
Like, let's just get it done during the hours and be done with it.
I think that is kind of more of a Gen Z thing.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Plus, they've spent the last 2 years not working with each other. You think they'd be really excited to hang out.
this was why it was kind of hard. Like, we talked about generational diversity when I was at Bear as well. And you can't, like, organizing these kinds of events is tough just for that reason. Because some people don't want to be friends with the people they work with.
Right.
Like, it's completely, like, it's compartmentalized. So they have, like, their work folks, and then they've got their folks.
Yeah.
And I find that fascinating because I'm not that person. I want to be friends with everybody on this floor.
I was the director
Not
of
everybody.
internal audit
Not the
for
raccoon.
an insurance company years ago. My job was to find employees that were stealing. I was not widely welcomed at the holiday parties.
Oh,
Yeah. So they're like, if you
I
work at
know
a big
what
accounting
company
firm,
that-
like,
Yeah.
you don't necessarily want to,
yeah. What I mean,
But I mean, I enjoy a good holiday party. I enjoy, like,
what do
the
you mean you
dumb
weren't
sweaters.
widely welcomed? Was everybody stealing?
No, but everybody was guilty of a little something.
Really?
And I probably fired a friend of theirs at some point along the way.
Come on. Well, don't steal. I don't know what to say.
Well, there's an entire industry around people who steal in white-collar crimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
They're pretty creative, though. I'll give them that.
All right.
Usually, it's the shoes.
Got any tips?
The shoes are the giveaway. When they're wearing shoes that are kind of above their pay grade, some shit's going on that you probably need to look into.
Would you say that's more common?
It was that in the cars. I would always look to see what they were driving in.
Yeah.
So if I had an accounts payable clerk making, entry-level money, But, she was rolling fat in a 500 SL. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, but what if she's rolling fat
was happening?
with a sugar daddy?
Could be. So I'd kind of hang out and listen. I remember one day I walked by. I would always jokingly walk by people and go, because I was trying to make light of the fact that I was like, that I was onto that.
God, I would hate that.
Ugh, so
I would hate you. I'd be like, God, here comes Tina again.
Terminator.
Don't invite her to the party.
The Dominator's coming. But I walked by this one dude's desk. He was the head of the treasury department for the company we were auditing. And I walked by his desk and I go, uh-huh. And he put his head in his hands and he started crying and shaking. And he's like, I knew you'd find it. Yeah.
No.
Like, I was like a syllable. Is that even a syllable? Uh-huh. I think it's not even a word. Come to find out, he had been...
Is it a what?
He had been moving money from the company's accounts to his own personal bank account at the close of business every day. And in the mornings, he would come back and move it back to his account or back to the business account. So overnight, he was earning interest. So it wasn't that he was stealing from the company in particular. He was stealing from the bank that we were banking with.
They deserve it.
They were paying.
I mean...
But yeah, you never know. But I wasn't welcome at those holiday parties.
Yeah, the only people who win are bankers and lawyers.
Wah, wah, wah. Speaking of shitheads, let's talk about the next headline. Texas lawmakers have filed their first bills for the 2025 legislative session. Our friends over at Community Impact have a giant story on this with a lot of clickable links. But November 12th, last week, marked the unofficial start of the Texas's 89th legislative session. Rumor had it, I was talking to some folks the other day, they filed over 1,500 bills. Many bills won't make it, of course, to the governor's desk. In 2023, total filings were just over 13,000 during the regular session, and only 1,200 became law. So the session comes back full force January 14th. The deadline to file legislation is March 14th. But we're definitely on track, very likely to break last session's records for bill filings. The majority of bills came from Senators Bob Hall and Jose Menendez, not the guy who was shot on his couch by his kids, who filed more than 60 bills on Tuesday.
What the...
The Menendez brothers.
I know, but Jesus.
They hit you kind of hard, sorry. Too soon?
True crime.
32 years. But the 2025 gender-related bills are rewrites and submissions of the ones that they filed in 2023 that didn't go very far. Some bit of good news, a good bill, Senate Bill 150. Our good friend Sarah Eckhart is on that. Senator Eckhart would amend the state law to prohibit discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation and gender expression. It's also have some provisions that will block discrimination on the basis of military service. Loads of bad bills for the LGBT community.
Here we go.
Just some to keep your eye on. Bill 86 is the, quote, parental rights in public education. These are for the Karen Pearl clutchers. They require schools to notify parents about their students' mental and emotional and physical health issues, but it muddles the goal by also including a ban on teaching LGBTQ-related topics at public and charter schools, because charter will be a big topic for this legislative session. SB 18 would define male and female by Texas law based on reproductive organs, which would be interesting because I don't have any anymore. I've had a full hysterectomy, so what would that make me?
Excuse me. What? How is this? Okay,
Yeah.
just please continue before I...
SB 115 would ban certain insurance plans, so listen up, employers, from covering transitional-related care and allow lawsuits against doctors for providing such care. And the list goes on and on and on. Of course, we'll be keeping a very close eye and calling on all of you out there listening and our members to help us when it comes to advocacy and providing a voice at the state capitol starting in January.
There is not enough time in this podcast
No,
for me
no,
to lose my mind.
no, there's not.
So I will keep it brief.
No.
Oh, God. How are we still here?
We just continue. They continue.
Define male and female based on their reproductive organs.
Yeah, I would be a nothing.
Rack a fucking book. I'm sorry. But is there not, do we not watch the news? Is there not I can't today. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
I'm very shaky and I can't. But I mean, last year, our keynote,
Yes.
how she would feel
Yeah.
about reading that bill filing. I
Yeah.
can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Like, I can't with these losers.
And it's sad because I've like gone out on a limb to continue to pick on the most vulnerable of our population, of the collective God, Zeus, whatever you pray to, entire population on the earth. This is the most vulnerable and the smallest population, but this is what we're just going to spend a ton of time on, the Senate and the House this year.
I might make it
Because
my
it helps
mission.
them fundraise.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I might make it my mission in 2025 to like find the most asinine things out about these people and just start putting a campaign together online. Like,
It doesn't matter. I don't know if you noticed, but we elected the most asinine human being.
I know, but like, yeah. I mean,
Like facts don't seem to matter.
but I feel like
Bad behavior doesn't seem to matter.
you know just as well that people don't pay attention to their Texas legislators.
They don't, and that's why they've been able to get away with it for so long.
Exactly. So, yeah, start calling them out on their shit.
Yeah, I mean, if they wanted to build a wall, they've been in power since Ann Richards' time
Right.
in the 96 she was done, late 90s. They've had 3 terms of Bush, 3 terms of Perry, 3 terms of this guy. Like, if they wanted to do something big on immigration, if they wanted to do something big at all, they've had control of all 3 branches. Plus the Supreme Court here. The Texas Supreme Court has been stacked Republican since probably ever. Like, it's just unbelievable. They've had the power to do something, so.
I can't.
I know.
I cannot.
So, Twin Liquors, good chamber member, you're going to be very busy starting in January.
Holy hell.
And you can enjoy some Twin Liquors at our gala on December 7th.
Our holiday party.
Yeah.
Our holiday party.
Yes. Colton, take us through the holiday party. Or no. Yeah, God dang. I didn't say holiday party, did I? I said holiday party.
Holiday party, yeah.
Well, just let's call it that. It's the Business of Pride Annual Awards Gala, but we're calling it this year the Queer Frontier.
We will have real live armadillos at the gala. They're going to be racing.
I know, you've never seen one before. You've never seen a live one before.
No, you said it the other day that the only ones I've ever seen are the ones that are in like a dusty bar holding a Lone Star.
This is hilarious. I'm glad you brought that up. So one of my girlfriends in town was like, Jim, that bottle's fallen over behind the bar. And he was like, what, this one? And he like held it up and then he moved some bottles out of the way. It was a armadillo holding that bottle on an angle. And I was like, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, hell. Yep.
I'm excited for that.
Mechanical bull.
Yeah. Let alone armadillos with sweatbands on. I can't wait.
They wear sweatbands?
I hope so.
That'd be cute.
I need to get those little ones that like you girls put pigtails, you know.
Oh,
Those little, like,
my hell.
terry cloth ones.
Can you imagine? I love it.
Order them a little cowboy hat.
Oh, that is happening. That is happening right after this show. I'm going to order some teeny tiny cowboy hats for every little armadillo that shows up.
So cute. We will also have a mechanical bull.
Yep.
Robin Rose Quartz from New York City is joining us.
Yes. Photo op stations. Like, yeah.
Photo ops.
We got some
Auction items. Gonna have
Yeah.
plenty.
People are already asking me about the auction items.
Because they're always good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying real hard to get them on the website. We have
Crunch time.
some exciting trips available for purchase through the auction. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, yeah, I can. Did we leave Dublin?
Ultimate Ireland road trip. And then what else do we got? Iceland, I think, was an option. Road trip to Ireland was my favorite one.
Get out and see the world. Decide where you might need to live in the next 4 years.
Yeah.
Buy
And
an
they're
auction item.
Portugal.
priced very nicely, too.
They are.
Some
They
of
come-
them include airfare.
Exactly.
Oh, we also have another auction package that is donated by the one and only Jonathan Van Ness.
Oh, yeah.
This package is the entire JVN hair care line, which is it's a lot of bottles. I was counting them the other day.
God.
Well, you have to put in like fair market value and all the things.
Sure,
so I was
sure,
trying to
sure,
figure
sure.
out. I was just trying to figure it out.
You were trying
but
to
the
figure
entire,
out, did you get it?
the entire line, plus you can book a 15-minute consultation with JVN
Fantastic.
and learn expert hair care tips, or I'm sure just chat
Get some
for
styling
15 minutes.
ideas. Yes. How fun.
Yeah.
Always a good time. The important thing is the outfits. I was talking to a lot of people on this Orlando trip this last week about those who were already coming, their companies had already purchased tables, or those who were thinking about coming. And I mentioned all those things, right? The live armadillo, the mechanical bull, the auction packages, but everybody was most interested in what to wear.
Yeah. I cannot, like, the gals in Lockhart are kind of driving me crazy. Y'all are driving me crazy. Like, every time I see them with their laptops open, they're scrolling through, like, outfits, shoes.
Yeah,
Like,
the
they're
pressure's
like, what about
on.
this? What about this one? What about this one? I'm like, please just buy something.
Yeah, because you can't come with
I'm
just
no
your
help.
basics.
I'm no help at all.
How's your outfit coming?
That is, not happening
No.
right
Sore
now for me.
subject.
It's a very sore subject. You know me. What do I wear? I wear jeans and boots most days.
Yeah, that's not going to fly here. That's George
And-
straight. This is George not straight.
I understand this, but I just struggle in this area, and I always have, unless I had a debutante where I had to just show up as a giant cupcake.
Princess.
Like somebody like
Like you
dressed
just-
me.
You just
Yeah.
got off work at Disney and you're like, all right, I'm ready for my coming out party.
I know. I'm better. I'm better with a uniform. That's all I'm saying.
Colton, are you all set with your outfit?
Mostly.
Half.
Yeah,
Okay.
half.
The upper half.
My jacket is very cute. I'm really just
Well, if
trying
you
to
leave
figure
the
out.
lower half off, our auction prices just went way up.
Wow.
No, I'm still trying to find a
HR?
shirt.
No.
So trying to find a shirt.
Yeah, so I have the cool jacket.
Just go
but
shirtless.
I'm struggling to find a shirt that doesn't take away from the jacket.
Right. Black.
Like I'm thinking white because I kind of want to have
But
my
then if
little
you're-
black
oh, yeah.
bolo tie,
Yeah. It'll stand out. Yeah.
I
but I hate a button up, like a white button up.
have nothing to wear. It's like 2 weeks away.
It's ridiculous. And you've got a holiday week in there. So you've got things closed down and
I don't want to talk about it. You're so mean.
You'll find something on your trip.
I'm going to go right into HR's office after this program.
hi, how can I help you?
Oh, God. I know. I've been looking. And some of the stuff that I showed you, too, it was cute, right? These were really cute. But they're scams. And I hate this. And I've been scammed twice.
I like that.
Yeah. So I think I'm just going to have to end up at Nordstrom Rack or something and just like take armfuls of stuff to the fitting room and find something that sticks. It's so late in the game for me. I really dropped the ball.
We do have a couple members that might have something. We'll go check it out.
Okay. As a suburban cowboy as I am, I cannot believe I can't figure this out.
I don't think that's how the song goes.
No. It doesn't. But I am a suburban cowboy. Yeah, I don't know. I'll pull it together. I'll look hot. Okay. I'll show up. I always pull it together.
You do?
You do.
In the final hour. Don't you worry about me.
Okay.
It's the hair. People just get excited about the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a lot of it.
Braid or not braid? Don't know.
I think I might just.
Surprise us. You know what? If you want to see how Amy's hair looks, go to businessofpride.com. Get your tickets. Be a sponsor. Bring your employees. If there's ever a year to support the LGBT community, we just read off a smidgen of bills that are going to be hitting the headlines in January. Show your intentional support. Go to businessofpride.com. Get your tickets. And come and join us and check out Amy's hair.
And early bird individual tickets end Friday.
Oh, man.
So go and snag those at the lowest price you will see.
Yeah, don't mess around. Like, let's get to it. Oh. Well, as always, thanks for joining us. If you want to learn more about becoming a member of the Chamber or Chamber events, you can visit us at AustinLGBTChamber.com. If you want to be a guest or a sponsor, email us over at info@AustinLGBTChamber.com. Listen to our show every Friday, wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to follow us. That's how we track results. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.